Hey everybody, Joe Haygood here, aka mclazyj. We're back. It is, what day is it now? It's Friday, guys. How about that? Awesome Friday. Can't complain. Well, I can right now because I'm a dumbass. I forgot to put all of his chat commands in. Wouldn't be a hot mess of a stream if everything was perfect. Okay, there we go. So I didn't even bring bread this morning. So I'm just eating peanut butter out of the straight out of the jar. All right. Day 3 at the trial. All right. Order in the courtroom. This guy Miles Edgeworth is guilty. Guilty, I say. Hello? Whoa. So we're going to take testimony from a guy that can't remember his own name. That's not how trials work, buddy. Okay. What is this guy's thing? Uh-oh. Oh no. Something's interesting. Something's off. Raise an objection. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Interesting. Yeah, because he was chasing a stupid balloon. I don't think it's nothing. So I should say, anybody that's watching on TikTok, I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how to get back to the live monitoring. Well, I say that, but I have to basically keep the stream up and running, which isn't really what I want to do. Let me see if I can make this happen. As you guys are... see. I can do it from here on the web browser, but... alright. I'll keep that up. I'll see what I can do with that. And at least that way I can see the chat, so... Alright. Yeah, like if I accidentally close it though, it seems like I have no recourse to change it, so... Because it's my gun. You know, gun. Why do I think Larry's behind all this? Stupid Larry. Mr. Butts. Well. Yeah, that's not good, buddy. We need you to be exact. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Objection. Oh, snap! We got him. We have two sets of, I was gonna say, two sets of gunshots. Objection. The murder weapon? I'm about to cook, baby. Sit back, son, and watch me cook. Nope, there were 2 boats. The boat owner? Take that. Objection. Create a witness. So how is he so coherent to do that unless his whole thing is a scam? Quickly. Hold on a second. I have to go to the restroom real fast. Alright, everybody, sorry about that. When this bag starts to swell, there isn't a choice. You gotta go empty it. Yeah, Von Karma doesn't seem real happy about the judge wanting and pushing to get that information, does he? But no, if you... when you have an ostomy bag, at least in my case, it seems like what I've heard from other doctors and surgeons is that because of my Crohn's disease, my bag always has stuff in it, and it doesn't have any consistency. A lot of times it's just liquid. And I know this is really kind of disgusting, but hey, it's what you want when you come to this, when you come to visit. So, and because of that, I constantly have a lot of gas too, so this thing will start to swell. And when you're wearing pants, and I actually have sized down my pants because of my weight loss, it becomes more of an issue. So when it starts to get to a point, it's like, no, this can't wait, gotta go empty it. So I'm just happy today's Friday, sorry. I just keep bouncing around topic to topic. I have no direction. But, you know, I talked about it a little bit yesterday, and I'll probably put together like a little vlog for this, just to talk about it a little bit. So, as I said, me and my wife are starting to plan more trips, and, you know, part of it is we're not getting any younger. And I want to be able to see the stuff I want to see and do the stuff I want to do while I'm mobile and able to get around and, you know, feeling good about it. So I have been slowly, I busted out my Rosetta Stone last night, reset my lessons, and I'm going to start going through my Japanese lessons again. And I don't know how you guys feel about this. If you go to another country, do you feel an obligation to learn the language, or do you feel that the places you go owe an obligation to understand you? See, I am of the opinion that if I go to somebody's country, I should make... Now look, it may not be flawless, and I may not know all the words, and I may not be great at communicating, but I feel like I should be made... that showing the attempt that I have tried to learn what you are saying to me, that the host nation you are visiting is going to appreciate that you're putting some effort forward. So I am working on learning Japanese. Now, I have always had problems learning foreign languages. I can get the technical aspects of a foreign language down, but my problem comes my issues come with conversation. You know, like with Spanish, I can a lot of times get what you're saying to me if you do it slow. I can, if it's on paper, I can, if I take a little bit of time, I can get it. I cannot have a conversation though. I've learned all the technicalities of Spanish, but for some reason I can't mash them together in some sort of cohesive way to keep conversation. The second problem is I don't know any. You would think I'm in California, everyone always says like, oh, everybody here speaks Spanish. I don't have people that I would keep conversation with on a regular basis to keep my Spanish up to date, and it has woefully fallen by the wayside. I am looking to try and be a good visitor when I learn, learning Japanese, to go to Japan. And I'm hoping that it pays off. So, hold on a sec. I have to get some ink for somebody, but I'm gonna do that after I get done with lunch. It makes me... Oh. Anyways, I feel that we should learn, at least make an attempt, even if it is a stumbling, poorly attempt, that we make an attempt to, speak and learn the language wherever you're going. You may not do great at it, you may not know everything that you need to know, but my God, people appreciate the effort. We expect when somebody comes to visit, a tourist comes to visit here, that they should know English, is what you hear from people all the time. And it's like, why isn't that expected of us when we go anywhere else in the world? So it's why I'm trying to brush up on some of my remedial Spanish. We're going to the Dominican Republic, and I would like to. Now, I have heard, and people have said time and time again, don't sweat it. Everybody speaks English in the port. It's not the point. You are a guest in that country. I want to make the attempt. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I digress there. So, we're looking to plan all of these different trips, and we're trying to, right now it's probably like one big trip a year is what we're trying to do. And some of the ones that we've talked about is Tokyo. We want to definitely do, and that's probably like a 2026 trip, and it could be an early to mid 2026 trip. I think it might be more earlier than later. I know it's gonna be cooler. I don't like the cold, but at the same time, it is a little cheaper to do it that way. So, but yeah, we want to go, and we want to enjoy ourselves and enjoy traveling. We specifically have been paying off our debt so we could do this more often. And so some of the places, just out of curiosity, if anybody has any thoughts on this, we have, like, Tokyo is a definite one. That's one that's like, yes. I definitely want to, at some point, get back to England. I really enjoyed my time there. I just didn't appreciate my time there. And that's probably a fall trip. That would also be a cold trip. But the reason I want to do it as a fall trip is, while I know it's colder, and yes, it'll probably be a little rainy, it is a lot cheaper. And England is one of those trips where it's one of the few places where the exchange rate does not favor you. Like right now, the exchange rate is very favorable to most places. Going to Japan, very favorable. One of the things that we may do the following year, or the end of that year, is go to Australia. And one of the reasons I don't mind going to Australia in like December or January is it's technically the summer months. Remember, Southern Hemisphere. Seasons are opposite. So they get like summer weather during those winter months. So we could go there and have great weather. So my wife has always had a fascination with Australia. It's a place she's really wanted to go. And I'm real supportive of that. I'm like, you know what? That'd be great. I would love to go to Australia. I think it'd be a cool place. And the exchange rate is very favorable to you again. You know? There's a lot of things you can do, right? So, we want to go to New York. Obviously, that's a one-to-one because you're still in America. Exchange rate doesn't matter. And there's a lot of stuff we want to do in New York. You know, you want to go to the museums, you want to go to the MoMA, you want to go to the Met, you want to go to, the Guggenheim, you want to go to Times Square. Obviously, we've been looking at staying at places around Times Square. Again, that's a trip I would try to plan in like the early part of the year. People are going to be like, but it could be snowing, it could be rainy. I'm okay with that because it is significantly cheaper. Like going to New York in like May versus going to New York in like January or February is like a huge difference. Like over $1,000 difference. That's huge. Saving $1,000 is like huge. And that's $1,000 you can use on anything else. Food, entertainment, whatever. So, I want to go to the World Trade Center, the memorial there, and go to the Empire State Building, go to the Hayden Planetarium, Museum of Natural History, Bronx Zoo, just so much stuff, Central Park, so many different things and places to go and visit and see. I would like to go to some of the historic spots. Like, I'd love to go to Jam Master Jay's mixing studio. You're obviously not going to get in there, but it's just history for me that's very important. But yes, we've talked about going to Toronto. We've talked about going to several places in Europe, like Germany and Amsterdam. Those are more one-for-one because, again, the euro, it's kind of a one-to-one. Actually, it's slightly worse, but very inconsequential. Normally, it's a couple pennies difference, so it adds up over time, but... Like Germany is a place I'd love to go back to. Amsterdam's a place I've never been. Denmark seems like it'd be really cool. Those are places I'd like to go. I've talked about doing a cruise in Europe so you can hit a bunch of different countries, Going to like a cruise that you could do in like going to Barcelona and taking like a cruise out of Barcelona, and you can go to France, and you can go to Italy. That's like 3 different countries. And you're going to say like, well, you're only there for like a day or whatever. It's like, yes, but being able to go to all these different places sounds really cool. What's up, Ivan?
Hi-ho,
We're coming in
Froggy.
right as I'm about to stop in about 10 minutes. 5 minutes, probably. But that's all good. What's happening? It was fun playing Rocket League last night. How did it feel to get back to that Rocket League after so much Texas Chainsaw Massacre? See, Ivan here. I plan to. Man, I am so happy for this week to be over. I just want 2 days. Like last weekend, I don't know why, but it felt like it went so fast. And a lot of it is because we slept in later than we normally do. So by the time we got out of bed, it was like 10 o'clock. And it just seemed like we had lost chunks of the day. So, ooh, excuse me. My Saturday morning, I'm going to attempt to actually get up early and go walking. Possibly hit the gym. Or possibly doing my yoga master stuff. But yeah, I was just talking about different trips that I want to take. Like we're gonna go to Tokyo. We definitely have that one. We like already started figuring out finances and kind of trying to start putting the. It's it's a trip that's like it's probably 20 months away, 22 months away. It's a long time away, right? But we want to have our plan together. We want to put our list together, get our finances dialed in to make that trip happen at the time frame that we want. So, if that means we gotta, we just want to have everything in play. Like, so we know, hey, we're going to be there for 7 days. Okay. What are we going to do during those 7 days? Well, we know we want to go to Tokyo Disneyland one day. So that's like a whole day right there, right? You're going to blow a whole day at Tokyo Disneyland. Because apparently, I found out people get in line to get into that park at like 6:30 to 7 in the morning. Park doesn't open till 9. Park does not open till 9 a.m. Motherfuckers getting in line at like 6:30 in the morning. That is nuts. That is so crazy. Like, nobody does that over here at Disneyland right here in California, right? When you go to Disneyland over here, it's really funny because, like, it does get crowded, but it's nothing like that. If anything, it's more crowded trying to get in the parking garage than anything else. But you watch this, I couldn't believe the lines for what I saw. Like, people getting in line for, like, the Beauty and the Beast ride, which by all understanding is is one of the most technically advanced rides that Disney has created, right? And it is very cool. Park opens 10 minutes into the park being open. Mind you, if you stay at a hotel at Tokyo Disneyland, you can actually if you do that, you can actually save yourself a ton of money. Okay. The problem is you go to this thing, it's 10 minutes in, right? Park's been open for 10 minutes, 9:10. There's a 140-minute line. A 140-minute line. 10 minutes into the day. Translated 2 hours, 20 minutes, right? And from my understanding is, and when you ask people, they will tell you those times are pretty dang accurate. They are pretty dang accurate. So, I am going to save the game here, though, because I do need to. And the reason being is because I gotta get ready to go back from lunch. I started a little later today, as you can tell, but I tried to stay on as long as I could. It's crazy though. The lines there are just absolutely nuts. I can't quite fathom it. So, but yeah, places we're looking at, like Tokyo's a definite. Australia's probably a definite at some point. New York is somewhere we want to go. Probably England. I would say that there are other places in Europe too that we've talked about, but that's primarily, like, England's the big one. England's a weird trip for me from an emotional standpoint because it's a place where I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was a kid. It's a place where I almost died. I had lost so much weight. There was a lot of suspect that I wasn't going to make it to 6 years of age. It was where my parents were told that there was a pretty good chance I might not make it to 21 years of age. And the doctors there basically saved my life over the 4 years, three and a half, 4 years we were in England. And so there's a lot of feeling for me, like, if I go there, the problem is Manchester's like 5 hours away. Even if you take one of the fast Euro trains, it's a bit of a ways. That said, I would catch a soccer match in a heartbeat. I'd go see like Queen's Park Rangers in town, maybe go see like Brentford. You could go see Watford. They're not too far out of town, and tickets are kind of cheap. I even would be good with like a West Ham. But yeah, Manchester, the thing is, I have to plan for like an entire day to do a Manchester match, because you got to remember, 8-hour time difference. Those matches can start anywhere between 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon and go until and the latest match will start at like 7 or 8. And you may not be able to get a train back from Manchester. So that's a bit of a problem. But as someone that's seen at least 2 games in Wembley Stadium with the English national team, I'll take it. I'm okay with that. But like, there's tons of teams you could see in town in London that is more than enough. Yes, I would love to go to the hallowed grounds and the Meccas, but, and I don't know if you know this, Ivan, one of the things I got to do last year when I went to go visit my dad when he was sick and in the hospital, I got to go to University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, which I have been a fan of since I was like in my late teens, early 20s. Not only did I walk up to the Dean Dome and get to touch it, they let me go out on the football field to the 50-yard line and stand on the UNC logo, and I was in heaven. It was great. It was one of the greatest things I've ever done, to just be able to go out there, and you could just feel like, oh man, on game day, this is probably so awesome. This stadium is just rocking. So that was really cool. That was a lot of fun. I got to go to the baseball diamond and check that out. I did go to the Dean Dome, which is the basketball team, which is what they're most famous for. But it was locked up, so I couldn't get in. But I sat there and just sort of touched. Then I took some pictures from the outside, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is my Mecca. But anyways, I got to get back to it. So thanks everybody for watching. Ivan, thanks for stopping by. We will be back tonight. I forgot if we're doing Final Fantasy 16 or Hellblade 2 Cinema Saga. One or the other. We'll make it happen. So until next time, bye.